Originally, Trevor Dickenson suggested to me that he write an article about the wonderful standard of medical care that he was getting. Then the problem started. Trevor is still pleased with the standard of care he receives from the medical staff when he can get to see them, but, well, Trevor can explain that best himself. It all started in March 2005, when suddenly, out of the blue, and without prior problems, my kidneys failed. Unusually, my kidney failure came on very quickly, and I was unable to go through the excellent pre-dialysis system provided by the renal team in Shropshire. I underwent various tests and was informed that I had a totally separate, not related to my diabetes like a lot of patients, kidney disease, called IgA nephropathy. This condition is caused by my body producing abnormally long chains of IgA, immunoglobulin A, that over time basically block the kidneys and impair their function until they eventually fail completely. I've been on various forms of dialysis both at home and hospital-based since then. I now have dialysis 3 times a week for 4.5 hours, about 5.5 hours in total after prep time before and after dialysis, at the dialysis unit at Telford Hospital. My recent problem started on Good Friday this year, when a very close and dear friend passed away while we were on dialysis. Because we were all on our machines, we could not get away from what was happening to my dear friend Andy. After seeing the doctors work on Andy for almost an hour, he passed away. As you can imagine, this was extremely traumatic and affected me badly all weekend. Come Easter Monday, I did not want to go to dialysis, but of course I had to. While being made ready to go onto my dialysis machine, I had a stress-induced heart attack. I was admitted to Telford Hospital there and then and was transferred to Shrewsbury the following morning. On the Wednesday morning of that week, I was taken to the X-ray unit and given a coronary angiogram. The angiogram showed a couple of problems with my heart. I had a stent fitted to my right coronary artery 4 years ago as part of a set of pre-transplant tests. I had no symptoms, but they wanted me to have it prior to going on the transplant list. The angiogram also showed that my stent is now blocked again, and they have also told me that I have a leaking mitral valve. The upshot of these results was that on the Thursday morning I was suspended from the transplant list, pending further investigations into my cardiac condition and my overall suitability for a kidney transplant. As far as I'm concerned, and as daft as it sounds, I feel better in myself since I have had the heart attack than before. The only difference in my medication since the heart attack is that they've stopped the long-term antidepressant that I've been taking for about 3 years because it was contraindicated post-heart attack. This virtually brings my story to an end. I am back at the dialysis unit at the Princess Royal Hospital 3 days a week and, as I mentioned, having all sorts of problems getting the heart team to talk to the renal team. You would think they were on different continents rather than the same hospital. I've not seen a doctor from the heart team since I came out of hospital on the 9th of April, although I have been copied into 2 letters sent from them to my own GP. The renal team are doing all they can to get me back to see the heart consultant, and they believe that I might get an appointment this month. The letter that I was copied into on the 4th of August said that they must see me within 2 months, although when I checked with appointments they told me that there were no appointments with the heart team until January 2011. The renal team are desperate to have the input from the heart team to be able to make a decision on my suitability to go back onto the transplant list. As I'm only 49, to me, my whole life revolves around getting back onto that list, as without the hope of a transplant, there seems very little point in carrying on, as the rest of my natural life spent on a dialysis machine 3 times a week is an unbearable thought to me. I do hope that the doctors can get together very soon and put me in the picture before I go out of my mind.